Here are the boys who said, "No one's touching my girl." These are 10 romance anime where the boy is overprotective of the girl. Let's go. Number 10, Eureka 7.
ねえ、この子調子悪いみたいなの。だからちょっと見てくれない？
This feels like a combination of Gurren Lagann and Evangelion. Don't worry, the romance here isn't as depressing as an Evangelion, so you all can keep away those tissue boxes and remove your appointment for heart surgery. Here we have a boy who's got two choices: either become a mechanic like his grandfather, or an adventurer like his father. His struggles over his life choices come to an end when a robot crashes into his garage. And a couple of days later, he also meets this girl called Eureka. So our boy went from a lonely mechanic to a guy with a robot and a girl.
何をなさってるんで？
弔い。
弔い？いや、誰も死んでないですし。つうか、ちょっと待って、まだ使えるもんが。
There are a lot of good things in this anime apart from the great writing. We've got a banger of a soundtrack, some nice art and animation, plus characters who receive development through the narrative along with a slowly blossoming romance. Wait, you're still listening to me speak about this anime? Go watch this right now! Number 9, Neo Angelique Abyss.
必ず君をどこにいようともたとえ好みに変えても
This isn't some masterpiece of an anime, and the art and plot doesn't contribute much either, but this is still a good show where the overpowered guy protects the damsel in distress. We've been missing a lot of damsels in distress stories, so if that's your trope, then this anime will match your taste perfectly.
医者になり病で苦しんでいる人を救いたい。なるほど、立派な心がけです。
The show also has a very simple story about a group of people having powers fighting the big bad evil while going on some adventures, so it's not one of those shows you have to think too much about. The main character of this show can be a bit whiny, and sometimes the side characters will be more interesting than the main character, but I won't stop you from enjoying the anime. Number 8, World's End.
待てって。
話して。私は。
いいから待てって。さっきのちび猫が加えてた。お前のだろ。
ありがとう。
Actually, the long name of this one is What Do You Do at the End of the World? Are You Busy? Will You Save Us? So you guessed it right. This is based on a light novel. But there's nothing light about any of this because the story knows how to take you from, oh look, this guy's got an anime girl, to, no, why does the writer keep doing this to us? In other words, this has a pretty sad ending.
一度くらいは見ておきたいって思ったの。
そうか。
夢も叶ったし、いい思い出もできたし、思い残すことはもうないかな。
If you dig sad endings and you're some sort of masochist who loves to emotionally torture yourself, then good for you, because this anime's got some great characters, great art style, and a plot that'll hit you in the ribs, tear off your heart, and make you chew it. The world building here is pretty great too. Number 7, Achi Koichi.
乗らなくていいの？
二人乗りは禁止だぞ。
そういう意味じゃなく。
ここまで来れば余裕で間に合うよ。
And we've got a really smart boy who still doesn't know the girl closest to him likes him. How many times are we going to go over this trope? 1, 2, 3. All this girl wants to do is to confess to the guy she likes, and every time she wants to, there seems to be some obstacle preventing it. In other words, she's like the unluckiest female character in all of anime.
ツンデレだ。今のはツンデレのセリフだ。
まさに。
今のがツンデレ。はあ。
This show has both romance and comedy. It's the same comedy trope being played over and over again, but each scenario is pretty interesting to watch. It also goes with some disaster falling upon our poor female character the moment she goes to confess to the guy she likes. The formula feels repetitive, but it still makes you binge watch this show. Number 6, Vampire Night.
そんな昔のこと。
ゼロ。
授業が始まりますよ。 クラン先輩。
怖いね。
No, calm down, don't raise up your pitchforks, this isn't Twilight. Here we have an academy which is divided into two classes, the day class and the night class. There's also the disciplinary committee, which is led by our two main protagonists, the cheerful Yuki Cross and the gruff Zero Kiryu, who maintain order and peace between the two classes.
ホワイトデリー、落ち着け。こいつは見ての通り単細胞だ。お前に危害は与えない。与えられるはずがない。
何よその言い草。
で、わざわざ呼び出しか。
That's not all. There's more tension coming. The problem is that the night class actually hides a darker secret. They're vampires. The day class has no clue about this, so it's a secret unique to the night class. To make things more interesting, the leader of the night class is Kaname, whom Yuki has a history with. If you need love struggles with vampires, then this is the story for you. Number 5, Inu X Boku SS.
生活の安全をサポートさせていただきます。三毛神宗師と申します。
生活の安全。君はシークレットサービスか。僕は契約していないが。
If I have to sum up this anime in one sentence, then it's about a prideful girl getting an overpowered bodyguard in an apartment full of demons. Inu X Boku SS follows a sheltered daughter of a wealthy family named Richiryu Shirakin. Riri wants to live on her own, so she moves into a high-security apartment complex where she finds out that her neighbors, as well as herself, are all half demons.
つま先へのキスは忠誠の証です。僕が何のためにここにいるのか。それはただただリリチオ様への忠誠心です。
Then this guy comes along and says, "Hey, let me be your bodyguard. I can protect you from the rest of the half-demons." From the outside, this guy looks like a normal butler, but touches the girl and then you'll see how much of a demon this guy is. There's also a lot of character development given to the two main characters of this show, so make sure to give this one a watch. Number 4, Hitsugi no Chaika.
トールアキラ、お前は？
チャイカ先生。チャイカトラワンダ。
This show might not completely focus on romance, but when it does, oh, it's really good. And don't throw this away because even if there isn't much of a romantic development in the first few episodes, there's a lot of fantasy and adventure elements integrated really well into the story. The story's twists and turns hit right in the correct moment, but also make sure not to make the narrative more complex.
ああ。で、こいつに手伝ってもらってぶっ殺した。こいつはウィザードだ。棺の中にガンドが入ってる。
The story happens in a world that is entering a peaceful state after a tyrannical empire named Arthur Gaz was executed by the 8 heroes. Our main character is Toru Akura, who comes across a white-haired wizard named Chaika Trabant as she hires Toru and his adopted sister Akari to help with their journey of gathering the scattered remains of her father in order to give him a proper burial. I know this anime as a whole is about a girl trying to find pieces of her father, but trust me, it sounds much better when you're watching it. Number 3, The Story of Sayun Koku.
私は王を知っている。言いたいことがあるなら伝えてやる。
私は王様を助けに来たの。
This is one of those prince and princess dramas done right. I spoke about this in my prince and princess romance anime video as well, but I had to include this in the list because of our overprotective guy. And this is one of the best romance anime I've witnessed in a long time.
それよりなぜ商家の娘がここにいるのだ？
私？高級に宮遣いに。でもなかなか主女に会えなくて。どうしたら会えるかしらね。
Here we got a poor girl who's struggling to pay off debts. Then the emperor of the country comes along and says, "Hey, be my consort for 6 months and I'll pay all of your debts with 0 interest." And since that sounded like a generous offer, our girl Shuri Koyu accepts this offer, but soon learns that the emperor is a guy who likes to hang with the boys and have a drink rather than rule the country. So it's up to the girl to ask, are you going to choose your homies or me? It's a tough choice for the guy, but as he starts to fall in love with the girl, he thinks, yeah, having an anime girl is better than hanging out with the boys. Number 2, Hanasakaru Seishonen.
カジカを叱っていると聞いた。本当か？
ご覧の通り。
我々は友人だぞ。一緒に寝て何が悪い？
This is another one of those anime with a strong female lead rather than a damsel in distress. This also has a bit of reverse harem feel to it. Wait, don't skip! This is much better than all the reverse harem stuff. Here, our girl's job is to find the future husband because she is some rich daughter of a rich family.
では2人目は俺だ。俺もお前の父親の選んだ男に入ってみせるぞ。
見せるって言われても。
The show may start off as a Who Should I Marry Daddy anime, but by the third episode it turns into a political game where everyone wants to backstab each other. The girl's also someone who is both smart and cunning. Even her character design looks similar to Shiki from Garden of Sinners, so you know she's going to be a badass. Number 1, Yona of the Dawn.
ハクは私の味方。
俺は陛下からあんたを守ると言われている。
I've talked about this anime so many times, but it still feels like I'm going to betray one of my favorite anime if I don't include it in a list where the badass boy protects the girl. The story follows Princess Yona, who, after a betrayal by his own kin, is forced to escape the kingdom with his childhood friend and bodyguard Son Hak.
姫さんを連れてついてこい。離れるなよ。
はい。
Son Hak is the more down-to-earth person out of the two people, and Yona still has a lot to learn because she was raised in a kingdom. Son Hak is also a badass and knows how to protect the girl whenever she's in danger. Yona also isn't some damsel in distress. She also develops into this strong warrior who can lead her own rebel group. This is one of the best romance anime I've watched, and it's a crime if you haven't watched it yet. No, seriously, it's an actual crime.